the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. Kevin Harlan here, along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and the Chicago crowd wants some love from their Bulls. Here, matched up against Cleveland, is how they'll kick off the new season. They were dominated last year, not a good matchup for them, going 1-3 in the season series.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year, they came out on the losing end.
And, you know, with two teams in the upper pyramid in the early going, important to establish that pecking order, especially within your conference. So this game is important.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the 5 down low.
And for Jimmy Butler, so much improvement over his young career, especially as a shooter. His rookie year, he shot just 18% from three. Last season, he shot 38% from there.
And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. We're about 1 minute into the first. Irving attacking. Gibson against Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Love. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Cavaliers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Irving passes to Smith. Irving drives in, and Gibson sends it back. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
Now here's LeBron. From downtown, and that one's good. James has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Yeah, poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at the basket from three-point range.
And that one's good by Butler.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a three-point battle taking shape here.
Now here's Love. Irving attacking. That's in there. Love with the assist. Irving's got his first points of the game.
Boy, Kevin Love certainly is one of the best passing big men in the league.
Here's Rose. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Derrick Rose, unbelievable spirit. We know about his toughness, has fought through injuries of all kinds that might cause a lesser competitor to hang up his sneakers.
And competitor, that's the word, Kevin. I mean, he was impossible to outcompete at the high school level, the college level, and now in the pros.
Now, here is Irving. Thompson, a screen on Rose. Love outside. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
And, you know, back to D. Rose for a moment. He drives the lane now as hard as he did before the injury. It's a level of fearlessness that only a few guys possess. And it's not teachable. You either have it or you don't.
Now, here is Smith. Just 5 to shoot. And a wide open look for James. The three-pointer, no good. Jacks up a 3. Rose can't hit. The Cavaliers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. They get it back. Good. Thompson's got his second bucket.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Rose kicks to Butler. Wants to get it to Rose, and does. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
And, you know, back to D. Rose. He grew up in a brutally dangerous neighborhood on Chicago's South Side. Some of that fearlessness, that competitiveness he exhibits was learned early on out of necessity.
Irving can't get it to go.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Pass to Gasol. And that one is stuffed right through.
A long windup and a strong follow-through on that one-hand jam.
He's not going to mess that one up for sure.
I sure hope not.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on and on, yet he's made it and made it big.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert's checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Now here's Moore. And the wing jumper offline. And going back to Jimmy Butler, there were just so many times when he was set up to fail. He was not heavily recruited out of high school. He was even homeless when he was in high school in the Houston area. Went to a junior college, then Marquette, now in the NBA. So he played his freshman year at a junior college, which I think humbled him just a bit, but maybe gave him that work ethic that is so much, Greg, a part of his game now.
And Kevin, the talent was there. And most of all, as we see how he dealt with adversity, the heart was there. He blocked out the distractions and finally transferred to a major college and worked his way into becoming a first-round pick.
Here is Brooks following the score by Cleveland. And the Bulls with another miss.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down. I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Moore. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. Cleveland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Dellavedova kicks to Fry. He feeds it to LeBron, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
That's what I like, a nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
My goodness, physicality personified right there. Able to just go up and finish over the biggest defenders.
Here's Dellavedova. Shumpert dishes to James. Here's Mozgov. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Mozgov's got his first 2 points of the night.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg.
And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into it. I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play. And does he look surprised out there, caught off guard?
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't. But he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side outs for them, the way they've swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Or handball.
Or handball.
Yeah, either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
So on the floor for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Ahmad Shumpert is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Thompson in at the 5, roaming the paint. Three-pointer, Butler. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
To the left side wing. Love wide open. He fires. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Love's got 5 points so far. I'm watching Kevin Love. He can do everything on the offensive end, Clark. He's been that way really his entire career, going back to high school.
Yeah, his game is low to the ground, too. No explosive moves or dunks. He takes you on and beats you with skill. Good footwork, smooth shot, sharp passer, and an excellent IQ.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Shot's good. Now it's a 5-point Cavalier lead.
Boy, he's really starting to get in the flow now. A nice groove. That's his second here in the quarter, after none in the first.
Rose kicks to Butler. Beyond the arc. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
3 triples for him this quarter, 4 overall.
It's a pick by Love. Pulls it up. It's rebounded by Portis.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
That one goes. Holiday's got it all tied up now for Chicago. Cleveland's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Timeout called, Cleveland.
And no doubt last season the Bulls were clearly preparing for the playoffs. They played their rookies but added a lot of playoff seasoned veterans to that roster.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through Love. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
And thank you, Doris. Cleveland's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers. As you mentioned, the Bulls added veteran leaders last season. Pau Gasol was the notable one. 11 Bulls, Clark, had playoff experience prior to their postseason run a season ago.
And that's invaluable, Kevin, to have that kind of experience. I mean, having Gasol, a 2-time champion in the locker room, big, as is having almost a dozen guys who understand the intensity and the details that playoff basketball require.
Irving kicks to Smith. The screen from Thompson. Thompson sets the pick for Smith. And it's Chicago with the rebound. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. Here's Dunleavy, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Irving drives in. Here's Thompson. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 5th assist in this one.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
Mirotic is checked in for the Bulls. Brooks comes in for Derrick Rose. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. LeBron, he's checked in for Shumpert. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. And speaking of Irving's star status, last season a signature shoe in his name. The same fact that you and Clark are wearing them tonight. That's always a big deal.
Kevin, that's an elite club to be in. Only the true superstars get that kind of status. He certainly got the flash to go with the substance.
With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot blocking defenses from last season. Number 5, the Bulls.
They've got a number of guys that can deny you when you take that ball inside. That's why they're one of the best shot blocking teams in the league, at least they were last year, because they worked well together and they made it a priority.
And the Bulls making a change here. Moore's checked in, and both free throws good for Brooks. 1:22 left to play in the first half. Here's Dellavedova. Down low. Moore with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Brooks has got the ball. And a miss there on the triple. Cleveland's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Dishes it to Mozgov. Outside Irving. That's a 2 from Dellavedova. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 6th assist on the night.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock in your situation.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Doug McDermott, he's checked in for the Bulls. And he gets it to go.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Cleveland's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Irving kicks to Dellavedova. Picked by Mozgov. Dellavedova, the pass to Mozgov. Makes it off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
With 1 on the clock. No good on that last second attempt there. In the first half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is halfway through. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all. And that'll wrap up our halftime show. The third quarter set to go moments from now. We will be right back here after the game.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Talk about great numbers for Butler. He's got 17 points and just an amazing performance from downtown.
He is pouring it in from 3, guys. You know how much I love to see guys knocking down buckets.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start. I mean, just beautiful.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole. the D and then go hard to the right.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
It's incredible to think that Pau Gasol last year set a career high in points in a game for as long, Clark, as he's played. He had that 46-point game in January.
Yeah, that's 46 points for Pau to go with 18 rebounds. I mean, you rarely see a player of his age putting up a career high like that.
And Gibson kicks to Rose. And that one's on target from the wing. Rose has got 4 points this quarter.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Irving attacking. Well, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin. But you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season. Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still knock those down no matter how good the D is.
Thompson sets the pick for James. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Gasol.
And for Irving, he did come into last year hot. I mean, he won the MVP in international play while with Team USA.
Excellent game we've seen from Derrick Rose. He's got 8 points, and he's done a good job distributing the ball as well.
And you can't really place a value on what that means to a team. His passing has really helped their cause.
Joakim Noah's checked in for Pau Gasol.
And for Kyrie, taking home the MVP in a Team USA tourney like that, it's a huge ego boost. I mean, of all the stars on that team, he shined the brightest. And I think that's going to help his confidence for this year.
The Cavaliers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. On the wing, James. And then jammed down as he goes right over Taj Gibson.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
LeBron against Butler. LeBron kicks to Love. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And that's now 10 points for Kevin Love.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook, really, when you look at how they're playing. They are having their way down low.
Cavaliers leading. James kicks to Irving. From 13, no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Now James, 7 points in the game. In the corner, Irving with it. Shot from the wing. It's rebounded by Noah.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it, are you kidding me?
Cleveland with a very strong year last year. They were a very solid team on the road, as most LeBron-led teams are.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22-19 away from home.
Timeout for the Bulls.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. For a franchise that had so much success under his tenure, there was sure a lot of friction with Tom Thibodeau, and the Bulls front office surprised a lot of people, including himself.
Yeah, you know, it's not something that you see often, a winning coach at odds with his GM and president. With how often their differences came up, though, you knew something was afoot.
The drive by LeBron. Shumpert gets a wide-open look. Here's Mozgov. Noah with the block. McDermott dishes to Mirotic. Here's the break. Here's Shumpert. Good D by Holiday.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
And with Thibs, he did end up getting fired from the Bulls this past season. Some saw it coming, but still, I think surprising given the level of success he had. His imprint is all over this Bulls team in the way they approach the game.
He kicks it to Brooks. Lets the three fly. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And that's now 9 points for Brooks. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Passes it to Shumpert. They set the pick. The feed to Dellavedova. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And when you look at how Thibs got fired, I mean, there are a lot of reasons why a coach can be let go. He didn't have any performance issues, but apparently clashed in some form or fashion with the front office. Sometimes that's all it takes to be asked to go somewhere else.
Mozgov, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella's all about power and force.
Mozgov with the block. There's the dish to Dellavedova. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Chicago leading by 3. Got a piece of it. McDermott, no one around him. Another 3 for Chicago.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
James, the pass to Fry. In the corner, it's James. 1 second left. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And a great show. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Chicago's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. We've got Irving. Tristan Thompson is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's J.R. Smith. And it's Dellavedova in at the 2 spot. So nice passing by Cleveland here. And the dunk by Love.
And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first. And that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Pass to Butler. Takes a 3. Butler missing again.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Here's Irving. The rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And the rejection by Smith.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough. Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
To take the lead. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Rose attacking, and the rejection by Love. Outside Irving. With the floater, Dellavedova. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Dellavedova's got the game tied up here for the Cavs. Three-pointer, Butler. Rebound, Love. Love's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
The drive by Smith. So they take the lead.
Wow, the fans are really getting their money's worth tonight. What an entertaining ball game.
Up to this point, Greg, it's been almost impossible to separate these teams. I think this one's going to be close all the way.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He told them, the game is right there for the taking, fellas, but we've got to be first. First to loose balls, first to the rim. We have to give our all right here. Kevin, now's the time.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Love kicks to Smith. Thompson sets the pick for Smith. Launches it. Love, no good.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Rose against Irving. Love with the screen on Rose. Love, a good look. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
Cavaliers ball.
Cleveland with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Smith against Butler. Smith dishes to Love. The screen from Thompson. Back to Smith. Gasol with the steal. It's tipped and stolen by Love. The drive. That jam. I mean, just beautiful.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game. And that's another three. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through Love. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. So Coach waiting until the final stages to pull a few tricks out of his sleeve. Kevin, let's see if he's made a wise decision.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Here's Rose, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Irving passes to James. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're ahead by 2. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. It's all in by the Bulls. Gasol's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And there's Derrick Rose on the assist by Butler. Rose has got it all tied up now for the Bulls. To the inside. Here's LeBron. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Chicago has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
He dishes it to Irving. No one near him. LeBron James again. And it's a 4-point Cavalier lead.
Definitely doing his part because he's made his share of clutch buckets here in the fourth.
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch.
Outside, Irving. Count it.
Irving's got him falling right now, that's for sure.
There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Butler from outside. Butler can't get that one to fall. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag. Now you need every basket you can get.
Greg, I think they're still alive here, but they better execute every trip down the floor from here on out.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time. Milk the clock a little bit.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Shot clock at 5. Irving kicks to James. Oh, wow. Unable to get a shot off in time. And they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up the shot clock violation. Time call here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're losing by 3. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
With this much time remaining, they should be able to get themselves a decent shot at the basket. Still, a contested 3 is never an easy shot.
What a final quarter these guys are having from downtown, just burying the threes in bunches.
And they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason not to. I mean, work that perimeter. It's going good for you. Work it until it stops.
Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. Regulation is ended and we're heading to overtime. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And what great competition we're seeing so far. After regulation, the stalemate. And we'll see now how these two teams in these few minutes of basketball pan out. And the Bulls start out with the ball. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So on the floor for Cleveland, Dellavedova and Smith are the guard tandem. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot manning the middle. The Bulls shooting at 51%. Really solid. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Lets a floater go. Love, no luck. The Bulls leading by 3. And Rose throws it down hard.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Dellavedova kicks to LeBron. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Feeds it to Dellavedova. The pass to Smith. Love with the screen for Smith. He used that pick to perfection. And now just a 1-point Bulls lead.
Yeah, clutch basket, even with him being on the short end of the stick, size-wise.
Really, Greg, just shows you the toughness and determination this man has. Impressive. You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
We're in overtime and 90 seconds gone here in what has been a great one so far.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. I'm sure he appreciated it.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in it. And he has been that leader today. think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Yeah, well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about knees, my man. he looked a little hobbled out there for a moment. And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Outside Butler. Right side Gasol. Back to Butler. 5 on the clock. Kicks it to Dunleavy. Fires the three. And good on the basket. Book it. Dunleavy's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bulls.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're behind by 6. 24 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Here's James. Smith with a wide open look. Nails it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
You know, on defense, even on an inbounds play, you can't leave three-point shooters alone on the perimeter. They paid for it there.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And so they foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Kevin Love. That's his second personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
The free throws go down, and the lead goes up. This definitely wasn't the way they envisioned overtime working out.
Near the 3-point line, it's Love. Misses off the left iron.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
And so it's Chicago winning this one. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really...
Pal, this win was punctuated by some quality defensive plays. How important is the defensive execution to your success?
Well, defense got to be always our motor. You know, if we get some stops, we're doing a good job defensively, everything will be okay from that point on. So we just got to continue to emphasize our defense.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Doris, thank you as always. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And as the fans file out of the building, now time to head over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Jimmy Butler. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game. Kenny, what did you think?
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is the game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied. His offensive power was in full effect.
Well, you know, when Butler's on the court, he's going to come at you in all sorts of ways. I mean, defensively, offensively, this guy can just flat out play. Let's not forget he's an all-star, too.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.